brings you to our harmful inbox. Electronic look at me shyly. Something I felt that he made such a face when he knows something about the other person. Something he can use in the right moment. Sugar? I need sugar. A imagine from a video game suddenly come into my mind from where some kind of undicial like a building or something carry out with all our 5 pixel stats and gold would need more in gold. We got. Say, let's try it carefully. Why would you want it? I feel that I should explain to Shrink that they want to make a cake for him. I shouldn't spoil the surprise. I don't know. Onda Salva told me to get some. Okay, hurry on. Yay! Electronic disappeared behind the door into the next room. And why do you have sugar here? Why not in the canteen? When the food truck came last time, it was the last thing to upload. And give that our building in the closest one to the entry. They decided to leave it here to save some effort. The response, isn't it? The door opened, revealing electronic handling a huge bag behind them. I really don't know what the side of cake will be, but that was obvious too much sugar. Well, thanks, but I don't need it all. But where would we put it? Let's try and give me a surprising look. We don't have a place for it. You asked for sugar, so take it. It seems that the previous smile of his wasn't there without reason. Maybe you help me then? It's not that far to care. We're busy. He pointed his hand at the robot. I gazed at Shrink. He owned me after all. He hesitated and then looked away in shame. I sighed, took in the bag, and headed to the door. Man, freak you guys. I didn't have to find him. Shoot. Thanks anyway. I said it painfully, explaining myself. Man, I didn't save him, but I didn't make it too far. Just after a month, 12 millimeters, I had to put the bag down to have a rest. I had no idea how much it weighs, but it feels like more than 12 kilograms. On the one hand, it was just 200 meters to the canteen. On the other hand, there was such a described with his pale log on my shoulder, or a tendon in my hand, or on my leg, or under my arm, or on my head, looking impossible for me to cover. And as I resigned myself to move in the mirror, spending with prologue pause between them, so I couldn't get there by time at last, I heard a voice behind me. Maybe I could help you? It was Liza in front of me. I don't think you can. I was one of those moments when I feel painful, how traumatized out of shape. I can bring a handkerchief. A hand check? Why, I didn't think of that myself. Yes, that would be great. Wait here, I'll be right back. She smiled and ran in the direction of the squad. What would I do without her? It's good that Liza isn't always that shy. I can take the advantage sometime. I started to think. She seemed quite unusual now, without no trace of shyness or her face. Actually, that camp option smile and confess. The office of high wasn't something aspired by itself, but getting from Liza. A few minutes later, she came back with a similar hang check. I put the bat down on it. Thanks. Don't mention it. She blushed and let down. The Liza we all know is back. So, I go then. Yeah, see you. And thank you again. I shout after her. Sometimes I feel like there are two different people living inside Liza. But the second one, confident, happy, and sometimes ever bold on a ride when she's taught to me. Or am I making things up again? Is she gonna have some like plot before we get to the other two? I wonder, cause mostly when they do like, you have to do like the four or how many people you have to romance before you get truly to the end of the other two romances, like the secret ones. Like we have Meku and we have this other girl we didn't meet. So is Lacey gonna be the one that gotta have plot before we get to the other two? I thought that it would be better if I get all the ingredients once I head to all the Salva cabin with the hang check. But also we had to also before we get to those, we also had to do our route. So maybe the all five? Cause we have like the girls and then we had to do our route when we are by ourselves. And then we had to do Miku's and the other girl. So we go to, okay, the infirmary. Okay. How many time we got this? Infirmary. I feel like I visit the infirmary too often regularly. Yeah, we just. But what can I do? That's how things pan out. I sighed and knocked on the door. Come in. The nurse said with a trail of sing-song activity. Hello there. Good afternoon. Ondasava had sent me to get some. I answered silently. Jens yeast? Sure. She gave me a bold smile. It's just that I don't have a pioneer. How so? She said that. Well, I had some, but now there's nothing left. Never bother asking why she had it in the first place. Well, don't you worry. You can have some sprays for a sample. That could be of some use to me, actually. Where do I get it then? I sighed. Take this. She opened the drawer and pulled out some kind of bottle. Okay, I took a close look. A OK Na was a well-known base of cheer beats in USSR. I took a closer look. It was a Ona beats. What's the matter? Beats is also a form of produce. She gave me a deep gaze. Nobody will ever notice. She had a point, but everything just looked so introductory to me that I couldn't find anything to say. Are you sure? Are you sure? Absolutely. Okay then. The ball clearly wouldn't fit into the pockets of my shorts. Well, thanks. I mumbled shyly and leave the infirmary. Yay! Well, beets, Krayla could replace yeast. However, my limited knowledge of critical biology was enough to accept this. But really walking around this bottle in my hand looking like a silly idiot to me, so I decided to bring it to Ondasava cabin and hide it there. But I had to reach it somehow without aid by those beats. I hid the ball under my shirt. And everything would have been fine, but Sylvia called out to me at the squad. Actually, she sprang out from behind me, so suddenly ever giving me a start. How's it going? What exactly? You search for ingredients. Ah, so you know already. Yes, I do. She smiled. It's going alright. I answered, trying not to give away my unrest. And what do you have there? So she pointed at the balls. dragged me out from under my shirt. This got me. Nothing. I blur with a silly giggle. It's time to go. I was almost running, leaving the squad with a puzzling Celia behind. It's great that she is one of those people who don't ask necessary questions. But there are people in the camp who like nothing better than to poke their noses into other people's business. Passing the Pioneer cabin, I saw him above Alana. Why are you hiding there? She gave me one of her cheery looks. I thought there was no point in doing anything, so I replied in a private manner. It's none of your business. I'm care officer being a messenger to headquarters. That's a teasy a big message. I was carrying the ball at the waist high, so I was silly and embarrassed. So, you want some help? I deal with it on my own. I'm alone. I walked past her and confessed and brought my way. To my surprise, she didn't say anything nor trying to pull me. Okay, there was nobody at Otasaba cabin, so I successfully managed to stop the ball under my bed. Once I got outside, I sighed with relief. Really, I couldn't believe that I would ever worry that much about a single ball and beads like I was back in high school. It's a good thing it's safe now. However, if somebody finds it, I claim that it's not mine, so I would always think up a serious excuse for my endurance expression. Finally, it seems that everything had been collected. I took the handkerchief with sugar outside and put the stuff with the flour in, followed by the two baskets of sweet berries that somehow fell in between. And the berries was hiding under my shirt just in case. The day was coming to its end, so I heard that the area's cake itself we need some time to bake. Of course, I'd rather enjoy lying down and closing my eyes and getting a deep sleep, but I just couldn't let Otasava down. Indeed, after all the trouble, I'm going to ever feel personal responsibility for the successfulness of this evening.